So starting off with Euro USD, Euro is still flying along, breaking through all sorts of structure. Let me just get to the weekly here. And we're coming up to a pretty strong area of resistance if you look at the left here, which is why we are sort of struggling to get ahead again. But I still believe that we should be looking for opportunities to buy. Now, there hasn't been an opportunity really yesterday. And what we're looking for at the moment is some form of structure off the hour. And it is right where we are at the moment. So this area here of 117, 118, that is the area that we're looking for. Okay. Your stop is going to be, let's just put a level in here. Your stop is going to be below the swing low here, which is 116.829. Okay, so what we're looking for here is this kind of price action that's forming. We've still got half an hour to go with this bar. And you're probably going to find a double bottom or maybe even a squirt a little bit lower to come down. But that is the opportunity at the moment. If this opportunity doesn't play out, then the next opportunity to get long, which is probably a more solid opportunity, would be down here at 116.232. Okay, but I'm watching this with interest at the moment because we have come back onto structure. The only thing that is worrying me is this massive weekly level above us at 117.556. Okay, so what you may find as it bounces up, hits the underside of these two fractals here, and then bounces away to come further down. So yeah, granted, down here is a lot more, how do I put it, that's a much better opportunity for me anyway to get long, but I am watching this area here. You could probably, if this does start playing out, you're going to have a relatively, let's just get the 15 minutes here. You're going to have a relatively tight stop loss anyway, so it may be worth the risk. So let's say we bounce around, we get another double bottom here and start getting some price action that you get in there, you're going to have a 150 point stop loss for at least a 400 point trade back into these previous highs here, possibly even a breakthrough of this level. But anyway, that's kind of my view on Euro USD at the moment. Definitely looking for opportunities to buy. Euro Aussie dollar, looking for opportunities, and I think we have just got the opportunity now. You can see we broke through this level and we've come back to test it. So what we should be looking for now is looking for price action on the hour to see what transpires. You can see we broke through this. We've tested it pretty well. We've tested it again in the Asian session here. And what's also forming here is a bit of a flag. Let's just do that. Okay, and then we have pretty much that, and then we had a squirt below. And this is normally a pretty violent breakout when you have a fake out to the bottom of a flag like this. So in other words, what we're looking for is a breakout and a retest. So one of two scenarios, breakout and retest right here, 164.339. So break the upside, come back, test it. That validates flag, and we start moving to the upside. Okay, the trend is up at the moment. We should be looking for longs. Alternatively, we bounce off this trend line, which is more than likely the higher probability right now based on an Asian session, and we come back to form a double bottom back in this area. I would be looking to buy off 163.997. Is a pretty good opportunity here. I'm just going to get what kind of risk we're looking at here. It's 500, let's call it a 600 point stop loss. But even to the previous highs, there's a good 900 point trade. And if we just go to a higher time frame, we've been in a very strong downtrend for so long, and we're now breaking up above it. So, this could be a major trend reversal at the moment. Something that I'm paying a lot of attention to at the moment. I think there's been sideways for quite some time, but we're now starting to break through levels. And yeah, That's pretty much what I'm looking at the moment. Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, something which just popped up onto my radar this morning. And first things first, we had this uptrend, consolidation up, and then we started coming back in a wedge formation. Well, actually a megaphone formation, not so much a wedge formation. So you put your level in there, put your trend line in there, and you see it's widening. So that's pretty much a megaphone. It doesn't really matter. It is a consolidation pattern. But the important thing is we came back to test the breakout level. This was a breakout level, and we're now running away. So that was an entry. Okay, we've missed it. So what we need to do is look for the next opportunity. And the next opportunity will come. There are quite a few areas here. So these are the two areas that I'd be looking at the moment, 107.087 and 106.997. But you can see how beautiful this entry was here on the 8 hour, and then look at it on the hour. Inside bar, first signal on a level, and then pin bar, inside bar on the level again. Okay, so this kind of thing, you would have seen that. Lots of tails here, not really anything to get into at the moment. Comes back, start buying off this level again. That would have been your opportunity to get back in long, and that was the trade. So what we need to do is just wait for the structure. I just want to fine tune this level here. Okay, so that would bring us back down to here. So 106.997 or alternatively 107.087. So just worth watching. If we get back into these levels and you start forming this kind of price action, this kind of price action, this kind of price action, off that level, that's your opportunity to buy into it. Okay, last one is Swiss franc, Japanese yen. This is very similar. So we've had a pullback onto 8 hour level. This is our 8 hour level here. And you can see it's pretty strong. 3 touches, 4 touches there. And we've bounced off it and we've got an inside bar. This is a valid signal on the 8 hour right now. So kind of jumping in there, you're going to have a 600 point stop loss at the moment. Bit of a consolidation pattern, big move up, consolidation pattern. What you should be looking for here is a second move. Something like that, which would take us back to 116.823. And if we just move to the left and see what that is, underside of the previous high, and there is another level here that we need to pay attention to. Just see if price has got there. Yep, price has got there already and broken through it. Okay, and we have a bit of a gap to the upside. So for me right now, this does offer a bit of value. It's been a pretty strong move to the downside onto this area here. So you're probably looking, just to be on the safe side, to get above 114.671, find support there and then move to the upside. And then you've also got this trend line to contend with. So yeah, so up above here, even probably find a bounce off 114.900, come back, find support down in this area. That would be the opportunity to buy with anticipation of breaking this trend line to the upside. Okay, so anyway, that's my Forex setups at the moment. Nothing else that I can really see, but I think for me right now, Euro Aussie dollar is probably the strongest one. And second would be Euro USD, so Euro is very strong at the moment, and then followed by Aussie New Zealand dollars. Swiss franc, Japanese yen, still a little bit more confirmation I think is needed before we start jumping into this at the moment. Okay, we could still have another leg down to form a double bottom. That's a possibility at the moment. So got to wait for the structure to happen. And we are below, we're on the moving average on the 8 hour, but if you look at the 4 hour, we're below it. If you look at the hour, we are below it as well. So I prefer to be above the moving average for longs, below the moving average for shorts. Okay. Anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.